Spring in Washington, D.C. is a magical time. The city awakens from its winter slumber. A wave of pink and white washes over the landscape. This is the time of the cherry blossoms. These delicate flowers hold a special place in the hearts of Washingtonians. They are a symbol of renewal and hope. The cherry blossoms attract visitors from around the world. People come to celebrate the beauty of nature. They come to witness this fleeting spectacle. For a few short weeks, the city is adorned in a breathtaking display of color. The arrival of the cherry blossoms is a highly anticipated event. Every year, people eagerly await the National Park Service's bloom predictions. The anticipation builds as the buds begin to swell. Then the magic begins. The journey of the cherry blossom from bud to full bloom is a fascinating one. It's a process that has captivated botanists and nature enthusiasts alike for centuries. The transformation is not just a visual delight but also a marvel of nature's intricate design. Scientists have identified 6 distinct stages in this process. Each stage marks a significant step in the life cycle of the cherry blossom, contributing to its eventual breathtaking display. Each stage is characterized by subtle changes in the appearance of the buds and blossoms. These changes are not just superficial, they indicate deeper biological processes at work. Stage 1 is the green bud stage. This is the initial phase where the buds are small and green, tightly closed and resembling tiny beads on the branches. As the name suggests, the buds are small and green at this point. They are tightly closed and resemble tiny beads on the branches, indicating the very beginning of the blooming process. They are tightly closed and resemble tiny beads on the branches. This stage is crucial as it sets the foundation for the subsequent stages of development. Stage 2 is the florets visible stage. The buds begin to swell, and the florets, or small flower clusters, become visible. This is a sign that the buds are preparing to open up. The buds begin to swell, and the florets, or small flower clusters, become visible. This stage is marked by a noticeable change in the size and shape of the buds. Stage 3 is the extension of floret stage. The florets continue to develop and extend outward from the bud, indicating that the flowers are getting ready to bloom. The florets continue to develop and extend outward from the bud. This stage is a clear indication that the cherry blossoms are progressing towards full bloom. Stage 4 is the peduncle elongation stage. The peduncle, or stalk that supports the flower cluster, lengthens. This elongation is essential for the proper display of the blossoms. The peduncle, or stalk that supports the flower cluster, lengthens. This stage is crucial as it allows the flowers to be properly spaced and displayed. This causes the developing blossoms to droop slightly. The drooping is a natural part of the process, ensuring that the flowers are positioned optimally for pollination and display. Stage 5 is the Puffy White Blossom stage. This stage marks a dramatic transformation. The buds burst open, revealing delicate white petals. The blossoms take on a puffy, cloud-like appearance. Stage 5 is significant because it signals the imminent arrival of peak bloom. The trees are on the verge of exploding into a riot of color. The air is filled with anticipation. The Puffy White Blossom stage is a sight to behold. The trees are covered in a blanket of white blossoms. The branches seem to sag under the weight of their delicate burden. It is a scene of ethereal beauty. The blooming of the cherry blossoms is a highly anticipated event in Washington, D.C. The National Park Service carefully tracks the progress of the blossoms. They provide regular updates to the public. The peak bloom date is a closely guarded secret until the last possible moment. The average peak bloom date is around April 4th. However, the actual date can vary significantly from year to year. The earliest recorded peak bloom was on March 15, 1990. The latest was on April 18, 1958. The timing of the bloom is influenced by a number of factors. The most important factor is temperature. Warm weather in late winter and early spring can cause the blossoms to open earlier than usual. Conversely, cold weather can delay the bloom. Section 5. The weather and the blossoms. The cherry blossoms are delicate flowers. They are susceptible to damage from extreme weather conditions. A late frost can be devastating to the blossoms. It can cause the petals to turn brown and fall off prematurely. Heavy rain and strong winds can also damage the blossoms. They can strip the petals from the trees, shortening the blooming period. In 2017, a late freeze damaged almost half of the blossoms. This was despite a peak bloom date of March 25th. The National Park Service monitors the weather closely during cherry blossom season. They take steps to protect the trees from damage. These steps include covering the trees with protective netting during periods of frost. Section 6. A stroll through cherry blossom heaven. The Tidal Basin is the most iconic spot to view the cherry blossoms in Washington, D.C. During peak bloom, the Tidal Basin is transformed into a sea of pink and white. The air is filled with the sweet scent of the blossoms. Visitors can stroll along the paved pathways that encircle the Tidal Basin. They can admire the blossoms up close. There are plenty of benches and grassy areas where visitors can relax and soak up the atmosphere. The Tidal Basin offers stunning views of some of Washington D.C. most famous landmarks. Visitors can admire the Washington Monument, the Jefferson Memorial, and the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial, all framed by a canopy of cherry blossoms. Section 7. Beyond the Tidal Basin, other blossom havens. While the Tidal Basin is undoubtedly the most popular spot to view the cherry blossoms, it is not the only place in Washington, D.C. where you can witness this springtime spectacle. The Tidal Basin, with its iconic views and historical significance, draws thousands of visitors each year. However, for those looking to explore beyond the crowds and discover more intimate settings, Washington, D.C. offers a plethora of other locations where cherry blossoms bloom in all their glory. Several other locations throughout the city offer their own unique cherry blossom experiences. From tranquil parks to hidden gardens, these spots provide a serene escape from the bustling Tidal Basin. Each location has its own charm and character, making it worth the visit for both locals and tourists alike. The National Arboretum is home to a diverse collection of cherry trees, including some rare and unusual varieties. This expansive space allows visitors to wander through different sections, each showcasing a unique aspect of cherry blossom beauty. The Arboretum's collection is meticulously curated, offering a botanical journey that is both educational and visually stunning. Stroll through the Arboretum's gardens and discover a kaleidoscope of colors and scents. The vibrant hues of the blossoms, combined with the fresh spring air, create an immersive experience that delights the senses. Whether you're a botany enthusiast or simply looking for a peaceful retreat, the National Arboretum is a must-visit. For a more secluded experience, head to Dumbarton Oaks Gardens in Georgetown. This hidden gem offers a tranquil setting away from the city's hustle and bustle. The gardens are meticulously maintained, providing a perfect backdrop for a leisurely stroll or a quiet moment of reflection. This historic estate features a serene garden with a picturesque creek and a variety of cherry trees. The combination of historical architecture and natural beauty makes Dumbarton Oaks a unique destination. It's a place where you can step back in time and enjoy the simple pleasures of nature. Another hidden gem is Stanton Park on Capitol Hill, where you can enjoy a picnic under a canopy of blossoms. This park offers a more laid-back atmosphere, perfect for families and friends to gather and celebrate the arrival of spring. The cherry blossoms here create a magical canopy, providing shade and beauty in equal measure. Section 8. The Gift of the Cherry Trees, a symbol of friendship. The cherry trees that grace Washington, D.C. are a gift from the people of Japan. These beautiful trees have become an iconic part of the city's landscape, drawing visitors from all over the world to witness their stunning blooms each spring. In 1912, Japan gifted 3,020 cherry trees to the United States as a symbol of friendship. This generous act was more than just a diplomatic gesture, it was a heartfelt offering meant to foster goodwill and understanding between the two nations. This gesture was intended to strengthen the bond between the two nations. The cherry trees were carefully selected and sent across the ocean, symbolizing hope and a shared future. The first two cherry trees were planted by First Lady Helen Taft and Viscountess Chinda, the wife of the Japanese ambassador, on March 27, 1912. This ceremonial planting marked the beginning of a new chapter in U.S.-Japan relations. This event marked the beginning of a long-standing tradition of celebrating the cherry blossoms in Washington, D.C. Over the years, the cherry blossoms have become a symbol of renewal and the enduring beauty of nature. Today, the cherry blossoms serve as a reminder of the enduring friendship between the United States and Japan. They stand as a living testament to the positive impact of cultural exchange and international cooperation. The annual National Cherry Blossom Festival celebrates this special relationship. Each year, the festival attracts millions of visitors who come to enjoy the breathtaking beauty of the blossoms and participate in a variety of events. It features cultural performances, art exhibits, and culinary delights from both countries. The festival not only highlights the beauty of the cherry blossoms, but also showcases the rich cultural heritage of both Japan and the United States, bringing people together in a celebration of friendship and unity. Section 9. Conclusion. A timeless spectacle. The cherry blossoms of Washington, D.C. are more than just a beautiful display of nature. They are a symbol of renewal, hope, and friendship. The annual bloom is a reminder of the fleeting nature of beauty. It's a call to appreciate the present moment. Whether you stroll along the Tidal Basin, wander through the National Arboretum, or discover a hidden gem like Stanton Park, the cherry blossoms offer a unique and unforgettable experience. So, take some time to immerse yourself in the beauty of these delicate flowers. Let their ephemeral beauty inspire you. The cherry blossoms of Washington, D.C. are a timeless spectacle, a reminder that even in the midst of a bustling city, nature's artistry can still captivate and inspire.